What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Travis Kelce. I want to talk about his ex, Kayla Nicole, but also Taylor Swift. Apparently, Taylor Swift, there have been rumors about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce recently, and Travis Kelce's brother, Jason Kelce, who plays for the Philadelphia Eagles, he basically confirmed that they had been secretly seeing each other. And now we have confirmation because apparently Taylor Swift was at Travis Kelce's most recent game. And she wasn't there alone. She apparently was watching the game with his mother. Now, the reason why this story to me has so much irony in it is that Travis, for over 5 years, was dating a female, and I mentioned her earlier in the video. Her name is Kayla Nicole. Now, Kayla Nicole, for over 5 years, she dated this guy. She said out of her own mouth, he did not spend any money on her at all, if anything. And I think towards the tail end of that relationship, I think it started to bother her. And I think that she started to see the writing on the wall. Now, they separated the year before. They actually completely separated, I believe, what was early this year or late last year. And they had separated before, and there was rumors that he had cheated on her with a Caucasian female. Now, I had put out a video and I put the link to it on Twitter, and Travis Kelce actually responded to my tweet, basically saying, vaguely saying that it wasn't true, right? So I'm like, okay, before training camp, they get back together. Well, they didn't get back together this year. He's done dealing with her. And I see why she was so bitter towards Cam Newton. I made a video about Cam Newton. He was speaking about dating and relationships, and she inserted herself into it. And she was very emotional, very emotional. And I want to know where that emotion was coming from. And I think it was coming from the fact that she was dating a guy that didn't really care for her like that. I think Travis dated her because he liked the validation he got from dating a black girl. I think the older Travis Kelce has gotten, the more I think that he wants to be more of himself. That's why when you saw at the beginning of training camp, he shaved his beard. He sort of changed his look a little bit, right? He started to look more like his brother. Him and his brother's personality seemed the polar opposite. And him and his brother actually have been doing a podcast together. And I said it, I think I may have said it before in my other commentary about Travis Kelce. Eventually he's going to move on from this phase. Because, Travis playing football, he's around other black players. To fit in, he starts to act like them, date black girls. But that's not truly who he is. And I think as the older he's gotten, maybe he sees the window of his career. He sees that, he's toward the tail end of his career. He wants to be more of himself and have more of his personality. He was sporting this mustache. Like, you could just tell the personality changes, and it's nothing new. You see this all the time with white guys who act like brothers. They act like black men. Let's be real about this. And it's a phase. They go through this phase. They go through this Malibu Most Wanted phase. And at some point, they start to be more of who they really are. The older they get, the more who they really are. So that phase of dating black girls, it goes out the window. Not only is Taylor Swift attending his game, she's standing there with his mother. Have we ever seen Kayla Nicole at one of his games with his mother? Because let's be real, I don't think his mother approved of the relationship. But she definitely approves of him dating Taylor Swift. You see these photos of them together, and she looks very happy to be standing there with Taylor Swift, okay? And I saw some of the reactions on social media, and I saw that there were people who felt some type of way about the fact that he went from dating Kayla Nicole to dating Taylor Swift. They're the polar opposites. I mean, that's just how it is, people. Again, he's dating a woman that he finds attractive. I've heard women say, I saw a black female say this. She said that she would rather date a Caucasian guy than date a light-skinned black man. That's what she said. She said she'd rather date a darker complected black man or a Caucasian man. She has no interest in dating a light-skinned black man. And maybe that's with Travis Kelce, but I just found it interesting how the reactions and, Kayla's getting clowned, but you also have people who, they were rooting for them because they were upholding this interracial relationship as if it shows that, black women are out here getting chose. Kayla Nicole was in a one-sided relationship with a guy who was dating her because it was cool to date a black girl, but maybe it's not anymore. That's just how it is. And again, I'm not one of those people that's like happy or anything like that. I think it's incredibly sad because, Kayla Nicole was at this guy's games. She's friends with, I'm assuming she's still friends with Patrick Mahomes' wife, Brittany Mahomes. They'd be at the games together. Not only the home games, they'd be at the away games. And now Taylor Swift is in the press box with his mother, you know, and I didn't see any pictures of Taylor Swift with Brittany Mahomes, but I'm pretty sure they met. You may even see a photo on social media of them together. Taylor Swift is a very busy female, but the fact that Travis, his charm, was able to get with Taylor Swift just shows you the guy probably has two different personalities. I mean, he has a personality. I'm not saying he's devoid of any personality. What I'm saying is when he's around Negroes, he's a certain way, but when he's around the Taylor Swifts of the world, he's able to turn on a certain charm that is able to get him an opportunity to date her. And the thing is that to me, I think the whole thing is ironic. I think it's comical. You look at some of the replies, the people are talking. They're a little in their feelings, man. They're a little bit in their feelings, but this is typical. I mean, this happens all the time. And again, I'm not here to make anything about race, but I'm going off of the reactions, okay? I'm not one of those people that push an agenda. I don't care who melanated women date, as long as they don't try to play some tit for tat game with black men. But let's be real about this. This relationship was thrown in the faces of black men. And the whole time, Kayla Nicole was wasting her time. Now she ain't going to no football game because she's not dating no football players. Brittany Mahomes probably didn't even return her text messages. Especially if Taylor Swift is going to be at these games. You know, Brittany Mahomes might have to switch friendships up. I just think it's crazy, man. You have so many people who are trying to push this agenda with Kayla Nicole. Kayla Nicole herself a few years back was promoting interracial emojis, I think with a white man and a black woman, right? Only for her a couple years later to have no white man. And and the thing is though, ever since they broke up, she's been subliminally dissing him. She's been talking about how she basically wasted her time. If you look at her, you know, there are articles where they'll show her comments over the months since they broke up officially. And she is very bitter. She's very bitter towards him. But she should have known when that man was not spending any money on her whatsoever. She should have knew that he didn't really want to invest in that relationship. Listen, you don't have to spend money on a woman to invest, but when you are a guy who is financially in a great place and you still say, I'm not going to pay for nothing for you. You have to pay your own way. That is a one-sided relationship with a woman that you don't see a future with. He never saw a future with her. Now, again, things could always change. He could end up maybe back with Kayla Nicole or with another melanated woman, but I just doubt it. We've never seen him as a professional with a white woman. There were rumors he hooked up with a white girl after he had broke up with Kayla Nicole maybe a year or so ago, before they officially broke up this time, and he tried to deny it. When he publicly tried to deny it, I knew it was true. You're replying to random tweets on Twitter that didn't even have a lot of engagement. That lets me know you went vanity searching in order to sort of put it out there that wasn't true, only for you then, 2 years later, be in a whole relationship with Taylor Swift, who, let's be real, is the polar opposite of Kayla Nicole. And the whole irony is just comical to me. But again, this is what I tell y'all all the time, man. Stop trying to push these interracial relationships that are one-sided. These Caucasian men give 0 Fs about trying to build anything with a woman who they don't even invest in. She was investing more. She probably spent more money on him than he spent on her. That's the sad part. Because Kayla Nicole was so desperate to make that relationship work that she was willing to allow herself to basically financially be on her own, even though they dated for 5 or 6 years. He ain't bought you a meal. You know what I'm saying? He ain't take you out to dinner. Because you got heifers who get upset when you don't want to take them to dinner. you rather do something else. But Travis Kelce did none of that. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.